signs you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Okay, today is November 30th, 2022. It is 12:17 a.m. New subscribers, welcome. Let's go on Twitter. A lot to share with you. Alright, so there's this here. Now, this one I just put it on my list, but let's start with something else that I saw leading to this. Okay, there's Omid here. Alright, I saw some of these threats firsthand while the Sussexes were working royals and have written about them in numerous reports. For those who have scoffed about ongoing security matters, the following from Met Police UK, former head of counterterrorism, should be illuminating. Alright, so this is playing a couple times. It seems like the one that I just bookmarked is more added to it because it was 2 minutes and something seconds. Let's see here. That's from Channel 4 News. Okay, quote, there were many serious, credible threats against Meghan Markle emanating from the far right. Absolutely. Former head of counterterrorism for the Met Police, Neil Basu, tells at Kathy Newman about the disgusting and very real threats Prince Harry and Meghan Markle faced. This is sad. Alright, let's listen to it.
You were in charge of royal protection. How would you characterize the threats that Meghan and Harry received?
Well, disgusting and very real. I've talked publicly for many years about the threat of extreme right-wing terrorism in this country. I've often been misquoted as taking my eye off the ball, as though I think that that was the biggest threat. I've never called it the biggest threat, but it was the fastest growing.
Wow.
And my wonderful friend and counterpart at MI5 will tell you exactly the same thing, that when I started in CT in 2015,
Counterterrorism.
counterterrorism, it was about 6% of our total workload. certainly when I left 15, 16 months ago, it was over 20% of our workload.
But there were many
15 to 20%. It is growing. No wonder when you look at the video when during the Queen's death, the week during that week, when all four of them were coming out to see the flowers in front of the palace, in front of the castle, you could see how scared Meghan was. You could see the fear in Meghan was. And I think these people, the royal family, are very cynical. They know that. I'm pretty sure they know that. So why did they make them come out? Especially Harry and Meghan. I don't think Harry and Meghan were planning on doing that. But they did it anyway because they asked them to do it. So the other two, alright, can be booed or something like that. Go back to some of those old videos, what I've said in those videos. They knew that. And you could see Meghan's face, how scared she was.
serious, credible threats against Meghan were there, emanating from the far right in this
Absolutely.
country.
If you'd seen the stuff that was written and you were receiving it, the kind of rhetoric that's online, if you don't know what I know, you would feel under threat all of the time.
So you were convinced that there
That's what Harry was saying. If you know what I know.
was a genuine threat to Meghan's life on a, on more than one occasion, on several occasions.
We had teams investigating it. People have been prosecuted for those threats.
Yeah, I've shared some of these with you. Let me go on it, because I don't know if there's another video, because this says show this thread. Alright, so there is more. Quote, I find some of the commentary coming out of the Home Office inexplicable. Assistant Commissioner for the Met Police, Neil Basu, tells Kathy Newman that Home Secretary Sarah Braverman's language about her dreams of sending immigrants to Rwanda is horrific. Okay, let's see here, 37 seconds.
The Home Office is run by a woman of Indian heritage.
I find some of the commentary coming out of the Home Office inexplicable.
You thinking of the dream to send refugees to Rwanda, for example?
Yes.
What kind of impact did that have on you, that kind of language?
It is unbelievable to hear a succession of very powerful politicians who look like this talking in language that my father would have remembered from 1968.
Wow.
It's horrific.
I don't know if I share some of this, because I stopped sharing those UK politics. I don't know if I did share it about the Rwanda case. Maybe I've been showing you screenshot of things like that. But yeah, I'm aware of some of the things that he's talking about. Let's see here. A Home Office spokesperson said the Home Secretary is very clear about the need to manage our borders effectively and have an asylum system that works for those in genuine need. Watch at Kathy Newman exclusive interview at 7 on 4. And this is why the tabloid is over there trying to distract people from things like this. Harry and Meghan knew what was going on, and the royal family knew.
I don't know who knew. I know that the family and the staff knew.
They knew that, but yet they're steering the path, put gas into the fire.
But it just gives you an insight into how this whole thing is being, the flames are being fanned by the media.
Alright, Eamon Holmes on national television asking for Harry and Meghan to be balcony. Yep, I remember that, and I didn't even, I shared a video, but when he said that, I muted it, or I blur it, or I put some noise there because I didn't want this to be going out into the world based on my end. Alright, Eamon Holmes blasted with backlash for inciting after calling for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle to be balcony. Yeah, these people are the one who's instigating the thing. Okay, yet GMB ITV continue to give those racist platform to spill their biles. Priti Patel said Meghan was inaccurate. The royal family removed Harry's family security, knowing the extent. There's the thing here, the extent of this threat. Ravik. Okay, I have several videos. One in particular about this, because I didn't know what it is. Alright, so it's not top-notch kind of research when I don't know. Okay, and I thought it would be something for others who probably were in the same boat as me. I did a research on that, and I show you step by step. Okay, it's not top-notch kind of research kind of thing. Whatever that was in my mind, I share with you, and I record it and put it out there so some of you will know what I know. Okay, let's go watch that video. Was also working with the Home Office to block Harry's security. Please, why should we believe that Diana's death was an accident? It will all be revealed in the lawsuit. I see why they are worried about Harry's book. Okay, and create a part where King Charles and Prince William conspired to deny Harry and Meghan security. They actually have to be taken to court as they are still fighting against Prince Harry's paying for his own police protection when he's in the UK. It's not a lawsuit, okay? Because I don't know, since the last time I did video about that, it's not a lawsuit. There's two different things I believe that was going on. I don't remember what was the other thing. I think Harry was suing one of the tabloid who said something that wasn't true, as usual. But in terms of the security part, Harry wanted to bring it up to find out why. So it was a review to find out why he did not get that security that he rightly deserved. And even after he said he's gonna pay for it, they refused to give it to him. Okay, so it was not a lawsuit that I'm truly aware of, unless something else in between happened and I'm not aware of. But from the last time I did my recording, it was not a lawsuit. It is a review as to why he did not get his security and why they deny him to even pay for it. Okay, racist Prince William need to be called out while on American soil. White brother goes to Rupert Murdoch and fasts Daily Mail for help to harass but his own, I guess, put his own brother and sister-in-law life at risk. What exactly were their goal? To Diana's Harry, Meghan and Archie, racist royal family. Alright, this I remember reading it so many times. Let's go to that one. Meghan quit royal family because Kate Middleton treated her like an outcast and made her life hell for her. A royal source told US Magazine that Kate didn't even want to hold Archie and reject Meghan's repeated attempt to get the cousins together. Well, that was January 2020. If this is true, at one point she will get what she deserves. Prince William reportedly the royal leading the charge against Meghan Markle for being so American. 2021. The squad have receipt. Okay, remember when Meghan wrote letters to the palace explaining that it was clear to her that her and Archie's safety wasn't a priority to them, but begged them not to remove Harry's security. Not only did they remove it, they also leaked their exact location to the Daily Mail. Yep. Alright, I didn't think they care about Harry or that poor child's safety. They obviously want the black grandchild removed from the bloodline. Black grandchild, they are 3/4 white and they look white. There's the rolling eye. Okay, that doesn't matter. They know that their mother and grandmother are black. Remember, the one drop of black, you are black wool. Alright, you can watch the full report here. Alright, you guys go and watch it. I think the most significant part we saw it. I'll bookmark it for future I didn't want to go in it. Let's go back out. Okay, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, even wrote letters to the royal family, and still royal family decided to expose them to far-right threats. All these are baggage for God. Alright, let's listen to this. 39 seconds. Alright, I will stop in between. Despite
on the security element, I never thought that I would have my security removed because I was born into this position. I inherited the risk. So that was a shock to me. That was what completely changed the whole plan.
So
not that we had a plan.
You, as Prince Harry, are going to have your security removed.
Yeah, and I even wrote letters to his family saying, please, it's very clear the protection of me or Archie is not a priority. I accept that. That is fine. Please keep my husband safe.
I don't know who knew. I know that the family and the staff knew.
Wow. I see the death threats. I see the racist propaganda. Please keep him safe.
I don't know who knew. I know that the family and the staff knew.
Please.
Little did we know how far this thing was. God damn it, I started back.
My husband safe. I see the death threats. I see the racist propaganda. Please keep him safe. Please don't pull his security and announce to the world when he and we are most vulnerable. And they said it's just not possible.
On the security element,
it's not possible.
I
And this
never
is
thought
what
that I would
pisses them off. This is what pisses them off because Harry and Meghan spoke about it. All right. After this, okay, let's see. That's it. Let me go into that. There's 6 comments. Okay, they are terrible peoples. Okay, the racist royal family wanted to Diana, Duchess Meghan. There's a crying. What did the family want Harry to do with death threats and no security? Be a jolly target for murder, except that his family will let him, his wife, and his children be killed. For duty to the crown, outside of war, he's a soldier, but that's too much. They left to live. Okay. Alright. Again, Harry wasn't lying. Yep. Another reason, like some of the Rangers keep on saying, all the lies that Harry and Meghan said in the Oprah interview, there it is. More is coming out to light. Alright, to shed light to some of the things that he said. And he was right. Okay, another reason why many left the removal of security was deliberate. Alright, let's see this one. There's this guy here, Edward Young. I think that's it. Yep, that's his name here. Okay, Duke of Sussex not told royal officials were involved in security decision. Alright, the Duke of Sussex was not informed that the royal household was involved in the decision over his security arrangement when in the UK. The High Court has been told. Harry is bringing legal action over a decision not to allow him to pay for police protection for himself and his family while in the UK. You see, that's what I was aware of. Alright, there was another lawsuit. So now, I guess he will file. Alright, he's bringing legal. He didn't do it yet, but he will. Action, okay. Harry is bringing legal action over a decision not to allow him to pay for police protection for himself and his family while in the UK. The Duke wants to bring his children to visit from the US, but he and his family are unable to return to his home because it's too dangerous, a representative previously said. Harry's lawyer are asking Mr. Justice Swift at a hearing in London on Thursday to grant permission for a full judicial review. That's the thing, of the Home Office decision. That's what I was aware of. Oh, this one was okay. Yeah, July 22, 2022. Okay, he is challenging the February 2020 decision of the Executive Committee for the Protection of Royal and Public Figure, RAVEC, which falls under the remit of the Home Office over his security after being told he will no longer be giving the same degree of personal protective security when visiting. Alright, there's that. I hope racist William and Charles are feeling randy dandy the moment he went to Rupert Murdoch and Daddy Fell to assist with smear campaign against Harry and Meghan is when their life were put at risk. Charles removed their security, then leaked their location to the Daily Mail. Yep, that's a GIF. My goodness. Wow. Okay, Atkinson and royal family. This is what the so-called family allow and then proceed to take away their security and now are not allow them to fully fund proper security every time they are in the UK. Who needs enemy when your own family member allowed this to happen? They should even fund for it. Okay, they should even fund for it. People who face high white supremacist threats are fully protected by the government. Harry and Meghan are not supposed to pay for it. Okay, I'm not aware of that. This is news to me. The royal family was exposing them to danger, hoping something happens at all by the design. They knew it all. Yep. Wow. I agree with everything you just said. Okay, me too. Okay, this is shocking. Okay, I wasn't aware of this. When you are faced with that high of a threat, you're not allowed to pay. Okay, that's news to me. When you're in the UK, I didn't know that. But yet they deny him everything. My God, even when he said he's gonna pay for it. This is crazy. This is shocking. It needs to be amplified and reported around the world. The royal family needs to be exposed for what they are. Someone intervened at the Sandringham Summit to remove Harry and Meghan and baby Archie's security. What were their motive? There's that. 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Oh, what is that? I hope there's no music. Let's listen.
Everything that she went through and what happened to her is incredibly raw every single day, and that's not me being paranoid. That's just me not wanting a repeat of the past. And if anybody else knew what I knew, be it a father, be it a husband, be it anyone, you'd probably be doing exactly what I'm doing as well.
You were in charge of royal protection
Damn, he held a lot. Harry held a lot. With just that small little information, he said a lot.
How would you characterize the threats that Meghan and Harry received?
Well, disgusting and very real.
Wow.
I've talked publicly for many years about the threat of extreme right-wing terrorism in this country. I've often been misquoted as taking my eye off the ball, as though I think that that was the biggest threat. I've never called it the biggest threat, but it was the fastest growing. You know, and my wonderful friend and counterpart at MI5 will tell you exactly the same thing, that when I started in CT in 2015, counterterrorism, it was about 6% of our total workload. Certainly when I left 15, 16 months ago, it was over 20% of our workload.
But there were many serious, credible threats against Meghan, were there, emanating from the far right in this country?
Absolutely. If you'd seen the stuff that was written and you were receiving it, the kind of rhetoric that's online, if you don't know what I know, you would feel under threat all of the time.
That's exactly what Harry was saying. He didn't say much, but whatever he said spoke volume.
You were convinced that there was a genuine threat to Meghan's life on on more than one occasion, on several occasions.
Absolutely. We had teams investigating it. People have been prosecuted for those threats.
It's very clear the protection of me or Archie is not a priority. I accept that. That is fine. Please keep my husband safe. I see the death threats. I see the racist propaganda. Please keep him safe. Please don't pull his security and announce to the world when he and we are most vulnerable. And they said it's just not possible.
I lost my mother to this self-manufactured rabidness, and obviously I'm determined not to lose the mother to my children to the same thing. And when I said in the mental health series many months ago that they won't stop until she's dead, that was I guess more of a warning, not a challenge.
So I will always
more of a warning, not a challenge. All right, let's see here. Actually, this makes me see Charles in a different light. Pure evil, racist, and his karma will not be kind. Mark my word, God hates evil, and this is Charles, William, Kate, and Camilla, handwork. The British royal family at Royal Family, Kensington Royal, King Charles III and Prince William are deliberately exposing Prince Harry, Duchess Meghan, and their kids to white supremacist Nazi threat. Why did they strip them their security knowing these threats? Alright, so there's a lot of screenshot. There's more here. Make no sense. It's an insult. Fleet Street jury said Meghan and Harry are expected no mercy after their stunning decision to go rogue and quit. My God. Yet Prince William awarded that black men who instigate attack and racism toward Meghan. My God, my God, my God. Okay, so that's this guy right here. For a freaking medal, you're putting people's life at risk. My goodness. And then with a heartbeat, they turn on you. My God. Alright, what else? Dr. Shola, okay, Boozy, Chris, and a whole bunch of other people. Come and see this. The royal family, King Charles III and Prince William, definitely have this intelligent information of Nazi threat, yet deny Harry, Meghan, and kids security to an extent. Harry has to go to court to fight for it. As I'm reading this, some of the things that how they label certain groups as terrorists. Meanwhile, they the one who are the terrorists, because the way they traumatize every other groups. My goodness. Okay, we got a new example of these dangerous people. And one of them called into the Jeremy Vine show today, displaying diabolical level of delusion. Put this woman on a fixated person list. Harry and his family need security. Okay, so this is Omin. So if you ever wondered what my Twitter notification reads like, alright, let's see here, 52 seconds.
Another question, do you think Harry and Meghan, it's right that they should be paying their own security as well?
Well, Meghan should, but Harry needs support because he's getting hurt by her.
Why do people assume that she's some kind of Jezebel? I mean, what is it about Meghan, Josephine?
I have actually, I have spoken to Harry on WhatsApp.
What, to Prince Harry?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that's okay. I love Prince Harry and I love William, but
but not Meghan.
I know he's gone in separate ways.
Yep.
That's his choice. No one else's.
Thank you very much for your calls, Josephine. We're going to take more of your calls on this after this break. 02
What the hell?
2222 is the number. We'll see you right
Wow. But yet they can't pay their bills and all of that, and there's Meghan, who's doing all sort of good things for those people back there.
Last night my wife spent an hour trying to glue my daughter's school shoes back together because we can't afford to buy her a new pair. I mean, I'm 65, I've worked all my life, and we can't afford £20 for a pair of shoes. There's something wrong with society.
It's all in here.
So with the gas, electric and my mortgage, that's 75% of my wages gone, without anything else, without any, council tax, water rates, car insurance, petrol, food, any of that. 75% of my wages gone.
It's all in here.
I can't remember the last time I went to a pub, because I can't pay, £5 for a pint. It's beyond my means. So the local pub's now closed. Not entirely due to me not going there, but that's closed.
It's all in here.
Do you find it hard?
Yes, yes.
And so are you optimistic at all about the future?
Optimism. It's not a word I use a lot these days. I'm not familiar with the term.
It's all in here.
Alright, so there's more here. Oh, this guy. Okay, so there's more. Let me go to the let's go back to the original tweet here. There's that. Okay, it looks like this guy is validating the Oprah interview. 28 seconds.
There is a construct that's at play there, and because from the beginning of our relationship we're so attacking and inciting so much racism, really. I mean, it changed the risk level, because it wasn't just catty gossip. It was bringing out a part of people that was racist in how it was charged.
Wow.
And that changed the threat, that changed the level of death threats, that changed everything.
The thing is that with a lot of people, their mind are so empty. The minute, the second, all right, someone who wants to control their mind, bring the hate out, it's easy for them to follow. But the royal family knew that. That's the worst thing of them all. They knew that. But yet they instigate. And then especially when at the funeral, like I've said already, okay, when all four of them came in one car, I don't think Harry and Meghan wanted to do that. You could see the fear in Meghan's face, okay, when she got out. But they made her come out and still hoping something will happen. God, you're good. God, you're good. Okay, validating. It does not need validation. The Oprah interview was all true. That's why they are so mad about it. That is true. That's the way of putting it. Even Oprah is distancing herself from that interview. How? How is Oprah distancing herself? Oprah told you that herself, did she? Yeah, the reports were probably more reliable than your opinion. Whatever. But we're seeing the videos. I mean, you see these people. Anyway. Okay, and Charles removed that security. No way he didn't know this. He's just awful. And let's not for the Met Police were in on the racism against Meghan as well. She never stood a chance. Alright, why wasn't King Charles and Prince William, who are part of Ravik, install that full security? Since when people who face Nazi threats are not fully protected everywhere and anywhere in the world? At Royal Family, Kensington Royal care seem to be deliberately endangering the Sussexes. Alright, so this is the second time I'm reading this. I didn't know that. People who face this type of threat, alright, what is it? Nazi kind of threat, they get full security. Alright, these are more receipts. Alright, they don't care. They have fragile ego. Harry's popularity is a threat to them. Same way they thought by getting rid of Diana will automatically make them popular. I mean, the nonsense that goes into these people. They're not willing to do a damn thing. Alright, they can't even lift a piece of paper or a tray to push aside. They can't even do that. Okay? But they want to be popular. Popular takes work for people to understand you and like you. But the more stupidity you're doing, okay, it's like putting band-aid on top of band-aid on top of band-aid. The wound is still there. Meanwhile, the wound is getting rotten and rotten and rotten. That's the royal family right there. Alright, Let's see here. They don't care. They have fight. Okay, I read this. They all knew.
I don't know who knew. I know that the family and the staff knew.
The royal family, the courtiers, the Home Office, at this point, the only conclusion is they wanted to repeat the Diana scenario. Good King Harry said, not on my watch.
My mother was chased to her death while she was in a relationship with someone that wasn't white.
I'm grateful for him to have removed her and Archie from this toxic environment. Soon or later, they all are going to start speaking. Just watch. William and Kate use the media to bully and abuse her. 36 seconds.
The aides really speak quite badly about.
Oh, well, the way that Meghan is spoken about by the people that have had to deal with her is quite frightening.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
pleased she's gone.
Yeah, she's not.
When you say AIDS, you mean
aides to William and Kate.
Look at her, that whatever her name is, Angela. I think that's her name, Angela, in the middle. She's part of the problem too. Part of the problem.
And other members of the royal family, they're pleased that William and Kate have got this clear path without any distractions, and that they can see a link between the young Queen that we saw there with Philip, and there's a direct link via Charles, however long he's on the throne. But then we come back to this couple of William and Kate. That's their focus.
Oh, very interesting. This seems a bit much more than what I have. This is new. There's more added to it. It's not illuminating for they knew. They want the threat realized. It's why hateful conspiracy theorist Angela Levine continues to be platformed, and why she was rewarded with a biography to legitimize her and give her audience that will spread the danger, bowing her hand. Okay, yep. Okay, all members of the royal family are vulnerable to death threats. Harry and Meghan are not exceptional in this. In an ideal world, everyone will receive a level of protection commensurate with risk, but UK public can be expected to fund protection for people who don't work for them. But the level of threat, this is a king. Harry is King Charles' son, right? But I've said this in another video. When you look at the amount of work Harry has done when he was a working royal, he should have been a billionaire. Okay? He should have been a billionaire in comparison to what the others have done, which is pretty much nothing. Go cut ribbons and then return to their respective whatever place that they live in and continue with their lives. But Harry went on beyond what was expected of him. For them to denounce his security and then to instigate, this is the part. Okay, let's say they did remove the security. I understand that part, but for them to instigate, okay, they know the threat is there, but yet they're pushing, they're making it more aware for other people to come out to do evil things to them. This is where the unfair went beyond. Okay? They should never have removed their security. Let's see here. Okay, the reason right-wing hate was distinctive threat to Meghan is because she's not considered white to those sending the threat. Full stop. Okay, that is an exceptional threat that she specifically suffered as compared to the royal family. Why are you working so hard to downplay her? Okay, specific circumstances, right-wing hate toward non-white people is on the rise everywhere. Okay, of course, that will include a high-profile person marrying into the royal family. It costs nothing to acknowledge that fact. Exactly. Okay, beautifully put. Alright, Harry has offered to pay for the cost himself. That's another thing too. Not to the extent of Harry and Meghan. Sorry. Alright, when Harry offered to pay for his own security while in the UK, so why did the royal said no? When the same security is provided to celebrity and ex-politician, etc. I raised that. There was a celebrity who was getting married, okay, who hired a number of police and whatever to guard her wedding and all of that. Okay, she could do it, but what about Harry? So they knew exactly. Let me see this. Okay, even Prince Edward enjoyed that security up till now. Okay, what do they mean by up till now? Next tweet. Okay, there's more. The UK Counterterrorism group is finally confirming what Prince Harry couldn't when he said, if anybody else knew what I knew, end quote. Meghan's life was under serious threat from right-wing extremists and the royal family, via Vivek, choose to pull the Sussex family's UK security anyway. Okay, 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
I will always protect my family, and now I have a family to protect. So everything that she went through and what happened to her is incredibly raw every single day, and that's not me being paranoid, that's just me not wanting a repeat of the past. And if anybody else knew what I knew, be it a father, be it a husband, be it anyone, you'd probably be doing exactly what I'm doing as well.
You were in charge of royal protection. How would you characterise the threats that Meghan and Harry received?
Well, disgusting and very real. I've talked publicly for many years about the threat of extreme right-wing terrorism in this country. I've often been misquoted as taking my eye off the ball, as though I think that was the biggest threat. I've never called it the biggest threat, but it was the fastest growing. And my wonderful friend and counterpart at MI5 will tell you exactly the same thing, that when I started in CT in 2015, counterterrorism, it was about 6% of our total workload. Certainly when I left 16 months ago, it was over 20% of our workload.
But there were many serious, credible threats against Meghan, were there, emanating from the far right in this country?
Absolutely. If you'd seen the stuff that was written and you were receiving it, the kind of rhetoric that's online, if you don't know what I know, you would feel under threat all of the time.
So you were convinced that there was a genuine threat to Meghan's life on on more than one occasion, on several occasions?
We had teams investigating it. People have been prosecuted for those threats.
It's very clear the protection of me or Archie is not a priority. I accept that. That is fine. Please keep my husband safe. I see the death threats. I see the racist propaganda. Please keep him safe. Please don't pull his security and announce to the world when he and we are most vulnerable. And they said it's just not possible.
I lost my mother to this self-manufactured rabidness, and obviously I'm determined not to lose the mother to my children to the same thing. And when I said in the mental health series many months ago that they won't stop until she's dead, that was I guess more of a warning, not a challenge.
This is scary. Okay. Former head of Met Police Counterterrorism, Neil Basu, described the threat to Harry and Meghan's lives as disgusting and very real. Prince Harry was told the threat level hadn't diminished when they stepped back from royal duties. The judicial review on his security is pending. Alright, so that's where I am as well. Pending. Okay, Prince Andrew was forced to step back from royal duty in November 2019 before Harry and Meghan. 3 years later, and it seems that only now, following the Queen's death, his taxpayer-funded police protection may be in jeopardy. Okay. And the fury at gun-guarded ext. Okay. Former head of counterterrorism. And then, the worst thing with this guy have done worse. Well, Harry haven't done anything bad to deserve the kind of treatment that he's receiving. I don't know, he just married a black woman. But this guy have done so much horrible thing to other human being, but yet he had his security. Okay, former head of counterterrorism for the Met Police, Neil Basu, revealed that extremists have been investigated and prosecuted for threats on Meghan Markle's life. Previous threats from neo-Nazi against her and Prince Harry were made public by BBC. Those teenagers I'm aware of, and I think I've shared that with you. Okay, what did I share it, or was it just a screenshot? Caregiving, how right-wing media and UK frame immigration as an invasion, or for some unknown reason seems to have it. And for Meghan Markle, it is interesting to note that proscribed neo-Nazi organization Son and Kid Division thinks Prince Harry is a race traitor. This is another threat. Alright, I'm not gonna go on it. Okay, there's that. You could freeze your screen and read that. Alright, this is crazy. Alright, so that was me who put this here. Okay, I did this. That's the video. It has been done before. Video about 2 years ago. It was a vision I had. I didn't know how to say it without sound crazy. None of the things we know now, I didn't know then. There's that. The royal family do not make the final decision. Vivek advises the government because armed protection officers aren't private bodyguard paid for by individual members. All the royal family are under potential threat. Ravik's job is to assess the level of threat continuation. This is just an excuse, okay? If Harry is working with police, okay, regular police or whatever, guard police with guns, why Ravik is interfering with that? Okay, someone must have told Ravik to say no. Okay, so someone higher, okay, above whoever's on top of Ravik, have advised them to say no, and he had to take order. Okay, so why is Harry cannot pay for that? He has his own security, okay, the ones from America and all of that. The problem with that is those security cannot work with guns in the UK because they are not, you know, which is obviously, and you know, they're not a member of the police in the UK or whatever, so they cannot work with guns. So Harry wants to pay for those who are in the UK who has access to gun, who can carry a weapon to protect him, but they say no. Okay, the royal family have 3 representatives on Ravik. Yep. Okay, the same committee that decided Prince Andrew warranted police protection while Harry and Meghan didn't, despite the serious threat being tracked by the counterterrorism team. They know very well. It's just excuse. They'll find all the perfect excuse when it comes to someone, you know, who have a dark skin. But when it's called for them, alright, a white skin, they'll find all the perfect reason why they should get it. Okay, the Queen, that was back in August 13th. The Queen and Charles are represented on the committee. 3 members of Ravik are from the royal household, 1 from Clarence House and 2 from Buckingham Palace. The problem is the inconsistency of Harry and Meghan's security. If their Jubilee security was the standard, there wouldn't be an issue. Okay, all this needs to be bookmarked. Alright, there's more. King Charles the Cruel, knowing what happened to his ex-wife, then showed he was okay with his younger son and daughter-in-law meeting similar fate. My goodness, girl, let me go pray, cause what I'm thinking right now and wishing will happen to all those. His own brother was playing game with the flyby stunt and leaking about her baby shower to be chased in the street. My God. Okay, I remember seeing the comments on Kate Middleton fan page. They were planning on to see if she was really pregnant. My God. To stop someone, think about this. To do this just to see if it was true, hurting the person in the process. They're all a baggage for God. I mean, I read that before, and I think I've shared that in another video, and I was shocked when I first came across it, and I'm still shocked. But my goodness, the mentality of these people.
Savage AF. Savage. Savage AF.
Then they rejoiced when one of them got close enough to shout at Meghan in New York. Okay, I'm so glad this has come out before William and Kate travel to the USA for their event. Great timing. Okay, wow, then realize that that's all they deserve, to be honest. Okay, this family, especially William and Charles, are so ruthless and scary. OMG. How can you do that to your own?
Savage AF. Savage. Savage AF.
No love lost. I'm sure there'll be a ton of apologies from all those who have trashed Harry and Meghan over the past 2 years for just wanting attention. You know what? They should know. They should know common sense. Okay? Just because. But they make money off of that. Right, next tweet. Okay, it's still the same topic. Meghan Markle faced very real disgusting threats to her life while living in Britain. Ex-counter-terrorist chief says. Alright, I'm not gonna go into it. We saw the video. Alright, there's this. We've seen that already. Okay, Meghan told the truth in her Oprah interview about Harry and Archie's life being in real danger. Racist royal family did nothing to protect even Archie. Tyler Perry saved them. Very sad. Let's see this one. Okay, terror book accused had racist image of Meghan Markle's child. Huh. When was that? That was in 2021, last year. Okay, prosecutor Joe Allman went through a selection of the racist content. He said that one was Her Majesty the Queen with a black child wearing the crown. My God. You know that video that I did regarding journalism? No, not journalism. about how the tabloid came about. I forgot how I titled it. I've spoke about it many times. Alright, so this was the thing here. There's a part in the video where they said it would be tainted, the royal blood or something like that. This is what I'm getting here.
And racism as such, as a philosophy, kicked in was as a direct reaction to the abolitionist movement. The abolitionist movement driven by some of the leading intellectuals of the day, as well as driven by hundreds of thousands of ordinary people in this kingdom who signed petitions after petitions and presented them to the House of Lords. When the abolition movement really kicked in from the 1780s onwards, the planters had to respond. And so this is where you get the most virulent imagery about brutal, pagan, bestial.
But the media is a powerful force.
Black people in the literature and in the imagery.
Cartoons portraying black people as licentious and depraved began to circulate.
But the media is a powerful force.
The anti-abolitionist Edward Long wrote,
"The lower class women in England are remarkably fond of the blacks. In the course of a few generations more, the English blood will become so contaminated with this mixture as even to reach the middle and then the higher orders of the people. This is a venomous and dangerous ulcer that threatens to disperse its malignancy far and wide until every family catches infection from it."
But the media is a powerful force.
That must be a reference to the child of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Detective Inspector Ugly confirmed it was. Mr. Ullman described another picture as a Union flag held up saying, "We must secure the protection of our people and the future for white children." Oh my God. This is pure evil talking. Meanwhile, God is creating all sort of shade, all different type of living thing, but these people, they must be the true evil. They have to be the evil. Okay, the court also heard there were pictures of quote from Mein Kampf and one from Bobby Fischer stating Jews quote used the United States to take over the world. The court also heard a statement from Bell which he made when he was arrested. He said, quote, "It is not criminal to possess the book. It is against my human right to express an opinion. You can buy it on Amazon," end quote. Meanwhile, when the royal family don't want something to be seen in the UK, alright, that will be against them, alright, they block it. But something like that, you know, they have access to that to prevent it from being sold to anybody from the UK. Alright, so the royal family not only stripped Harry and Meghan of security, but also announced all while tabloids were giving live report of their each and every move and location. Looks like someone wanted Meghan. No wonder Harry left his evil family with no qualms. Harry is a hero. What is it? There was that part where I think one of either William was moving somewhere close to Frogmore, and I remember bringing that up in that particular video where he probably wants to see all his moves so he could, you know, blab it out to the tabloid. Okay, they wanted her. They were hoping some nutcase will do their bidding. There is no other explanation for their location, which I will imagine only the family knew, getting leaked. And to the same tabloid, William sent his CEO to assist in their court case against Meghan. Yep, everything is coming out. Of course she did. The media, gave the green light to harm this woman. Charles removed their security, then leaked their location to the Daily Fair. What exactly was their goal? Okay, watch how the UK naysayers are going to blame Meghan as her being at fault. Okay, the silencing of Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, was meant to be an icon of a new progressive monarchy, but she faded to become yet another human sacrifice. That was in 2019. Yeah, they all knew. See, these are the key words they're sending out. Okay, we cannot afford to let that happen. The royal family must be held to account and be forced to answer questions as to what they know before removing all the security for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. This could be the end of this mob. Okay, they won't say that to the US, was it Sussex squad, but their own groups. There's more receipt. Why was the high intelligence security taken away? Since when people who face Nazi threat are not protected? So again, like I said before, I didn't know about this. Okay, this is news to me. Anyone who faced Nazi threat get protected. Okay, royal family, Kensington Royal, Prince William, and King Charles III knew to explain their intent. Duchess Meghan wrote to them letters, and they knew about this threat.
I don't know who knew. I know that the family and the staff knew.
Alright, let's go to the next tweet. There's more comment, and I think this is more of the same topic. There's this. Now people wonder why she looks so terrified. Her Majesty the Queen funeral. Awful. Racist royal family did nothing to protect her. Alright, there's that. Duchess of Sussex faced disgusting threat to life, senior Met officer says. Very real threat against Meghan led to prosecution, said outgoing Assistant Commissioner Neil Basu. Alright, that was November 29, yesterday. The Duchess of Sussex was subject to multiple disgusting threats against her life, a senior police officer has revealed, adding they were, quote, very real, end quote, and led to prosecutions. You know, as I'm reading this, what came to mind is that yesterday, the 29th, was Meghan's last podcast. This is another way to sort of overshadow her podcast. Alright, for her podcast to not be #1 and all of that. All of this play a role in it, I think. Alright, to downgrade her work. Okay, sweet Jesus Christ. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, remember the main reason Harry and Meghan were concerned about HRH for Archie was because that guaranteed that he will get security and protection. After King Charles the Cruel took over, Harry and Meghan were proven right yet again. Alright, racist royal family. Okay, I'm looking on the side here. The royal family is trending, Buckingham Palace, and King Charles the Cruel is trending. They want to be trending, but not for that reason. Terror book accused had racist image of Meghan Markle's child. Okay, a former Chatterton resident accused of possessing a forbidden bomb-making manual had thousands of racist images on his phone, including one referencing Meghan Markle's child, a court had heard. Alright, there's this. The only way to deny this pattern is if you are blinded by racism. Alright, I've shared that already. Okay, he will be cool until the day he joined his mother. That is true. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, there's that again. The royal family and the British press are the root cause of this very coordinated hate campaign against her. Alright, I shared that already, so let's read the comment. Okay, the royal family get threat all the time, not just Meghan Markle. See, that's the thing here. Alright? But the royal family went out of their way to instigate.
What it means is that a senior figure in the royal household, according to the Mail on Sunday, was passing him information in order to help defeat the Duchess's case.
Have been, as we know, is that the Mail on Sunday had the ruling against them in February, and they were then appealing it. So it was lawyers from the Mail on Sunday who would have approached Jason Naff, knowing that these emails and messages existed. That would have been the point, unless, I mean, the most likely outcome is that Jason obviously would have then gone to William and Kate, and clearly he has cooperated. He would not have cooperated with those lawyers without their definite knowledge.
Non-stop on the TV, from what I've seen from outside in the US. Okay, the clips that some of the squad from the UK keep showing, the nonsense that keep on going on in the morning videos. Let's see here. Shut the F up. Okay, there's that. A quick look at this and her page, and it's so obvious she's miserable with her own life and just so jealous of Meghan. Okay, OF off you. Alright, you're funny. Alright, let's go. I thought there would be more stuff to it, but they have to come out anyway. They're all a baggage for God. That's all I could say about that. Next tweet. Okay, watch and see how Al will take this nonsense and run with it, and the British media will entertain her because the British media is scum. Alright, so there's Omid. So if you ever wonder what my Twitter notification read like, okay, there's that. Is that alright? Let me read this. Poor Josephine, she was duped by some pretending to be Harry. Is that the person name that called to the show? Okay, yes, Josephine from Somerset, probably been on the cider. Born in the cider. Okay, I am sorry for her. She was willing to be duped because of her hatred for Meghan. I shared that already, but let me see if there's more into that. These are all nonsense. You see, every day, and I'm not gonna play this, alright? Non-stop, especially her, Levine, non-stop talking about Meghan. Okay, homegirl had me at, I have been speaking to Harry, what's up? There's that again. I'm probably talking nonsense. Alright, there's GIF. This is funny. Alright, let's go to the next one. Next tweet. Okay, yet there are people who claim Tina and Michelle were overreacting when I will cry for Meghan. Alright, there's this again. That's either Tina and Michelle who retweeted Sussex Squad podcast. Tina, you ladies got your validation today from the horse own mouth. I never doubted it. Okay, I believe everything you two said and everything Harry and Meghan said. No exaggeration at all, especially when the racist text on WhatsApp became public. Okay, we knew it was real. Everybody knew it was real. Even those who hated her knew it was real. Okay, people have been prosecuted for those threats. The tabloid have a lot to answer. There's this. When I did that video in 2020, I was not aware of all of these. 2020, I was just starting to get into the knowing what's going on. Okay. Someone please post a pic of all those foul journalists that have been persecuting Meghan. Piers Morgan, there's that. Oh my god. Damn, no neck. Most of them are with Meghan's brother-in-law in Boston. A reward for a job well done, but we will still have sour vine of the niggling article fame. Where is her neck? There's this here. There's here. Who are these people? There's that. Oh, yeah, I remember that video of her. But who's this? I don't know who's that. Who's that? Is that the one I did the video of? That's in the US? What's her name again? Oh, the same Meghan. No. She was in The Housewife. I don't remember her name. I don't know who's this. And then there's Dan Wharton. Wall of Princess Meghan trolls. Take a good look of their ugliness. Yeah, I remember the video I did on her. I don't remember her name, but I remember the video of her. My God. All her baggage forgot. The face of UK tabloid writers who have attacked Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex. There's all of them. My God, my God, my God. Baggage for you. Baggage for you, Lord. There's more. Baggage for you. All of them. Baggage for you. Okay, who is that black woman? Just why, Lord? Let's see here. What's her name? She is Nana Akua. Okay. What did Meghan do to her? Good grief. There's more of this. There's that again. Okay. At this point, the question should be, who has not been persecuting Meghan? Because they have all been at it. Yep, including the one encouraging others to them over the balcony. Evil Nation. Okay, you mean the one that get paid by King Charles the Cool? Okay, so now I'm probably gonna do another video. This is for archetype. Alright, let's do a prayer. Alright, let's do a prayer instead. Prayer for, let's do that one. Christ be with me, Christ within me, Christ behind me, Christ before me, Christ beside me, Christ to win me, Christ to comfort and restore me, Christ beneath me, Christ above me, Christ in quiet, Christ in danger, Christ in heart of all that love me, Christ in mouth and friends and stranger. I bend unto myself the name, the strong name of the Trinity, by invocation of the same. The 3 in 1 and 1 in 3, of whom all nature hath creation, eternal Father, Spirit, Word, praise to the Lord of my salvation. Salvation is of Christ the Lord. Amen. Alright, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Alright, so I'm gonna do another video that has to do with archetype. It's only 2, 4, 5 in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Alright, so that's it. Let me get to editing.
for me, it's an added member of the family. It's another team player as part of the bigger team. And you know, for all of us, all we want to do is be able to carry out the right engagements, carry out our work, and try and encourage others and the younger generation to be able to see the world in the correct sense, rather than perhaps having a distorted view.